Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Amira Husna binti Muhammad Saini, matric number 261764. I will present my individual assignment. My topic is the challenge faced by Amanah Raya to manage estate distribution in Malaysia. So, I start with introduction. Amanah Raya was established in 1921 and would owned by the Government of Malaysia with 21 branches nationwide. Before this, it known as Department of Public Trustee and Estate Administrative Officer. The jurisdiction of this institution is subject to Public Trust Corporation Act 1995. It has own vision and mission in ensuring operational efficiency and professional services can be offered to their customer. So, there are three main services provided by Amanah Raya. The first one is estate distribution. It is the process of collecting and managing the estate or debt before distribute to entitled heirs. This include properties, possession and investment the deceased left behind. Secondly is trust management, where Amanah Raya will help people in providing financial security for the loved one. It can open by any individual or corporate organization for the benefit of the intended recipient, such as minor recipient, person with disability, and for any charitable purpose. And the last one is will services. This include immovable asset and movable asset, such as bank account, shares, or cars based on the registered in the name of the deceased. The appointed executor will distribute the asset based on will and testament. Next, I move to the issues in Amanah Raya. The first one is pending fund. It is the portion belonging to the heirs that cannot be surrendered for certain reason, such as heirs have been moved and cannot be traced or denied their right as they assume the amount to be received is too small. Until previous year, there are around 480 million of pending fund in Amanah Raya, which involve 38,439 cases. Secondly is service charge. Some people think that the charge imposed by Amanah Raya Berhad is still expensive, although it is around 1% to 5% only out of the total value of the property. For example, in basic will, the fee charge is 500 ringgit, while for comprehensive will is 1,200 ringgit, which include the writing and keeping of a will regardless of the amount of asset. This issue occur due to the absence of cash either from the deceased or from the heirs. And the last one is heirs fail to provide complete document. It happens when the heirs does not know type of documentation that need to be attached or ownership document are not found. So it can affect the management process whether at the beginning or middle of the case is carried out. As a result, the distribution of property would be delayed as it takes a long time to complete and become less effective. So, to solve this issue, we can increase the understanding among society about the importance of estate planning before deed by making a will or hibah. This is to ensure that the inheritance left by the deceased can be distributed as soon as possible to eligible heirs. Secondly, use the estate left to finance the cost of management fees. It is permissible and coincide with the method of fee, which means that a matter will become obligatory when only through it wasilah. And the last one, keep the inheritance document in personal file. This is to ensure the document can be found easily and facilitated by the heirs for future reference. Amanah Raya also advise heirs or any related party to make any application immediately or at least within 3 months from the date of the deceased deed. This is to avoid the possible risk of losing important document that will further complicate the application or administration of the deceased estate. So, for the summary of the discussion, we can see that the issues is nominated by factors among the heirs. This is because many communities have lack of exposure to this knowledge. As a trustee company, they take responsibility to solve it very well so that many benefit will be enjoyed by the heirs. Amanah Raya itself must be trustworthy because if they fails, it will be deprived of being a trustee and can be convicted of criminal breach of trust. So that's all from my presentation. Thank you.